So at the last session on the last day of the conference, my colleague said I might get 5 people. So thank you, all 7 of you. You've exceeded my expectations. My name's Charlotte. I'm from Arcadis. After saying, hi, I'm Charlotte from Arcadis many times in the last 2 days, it's starting to sort of become Sharkadis in my head. Anyway, Arcadis, yeah, we're a global design and consultancy firm. We used to be Haida. So I sit in the waste advisory team. So my typical day consists of crunching numbers for waste infrastructure business case, or mapping litter flows into the Parramatta River, or trying to estimate food waste across the entire supply chain in a poor data environment. So I like my data, and it sort of brought me to this interest in digitisation. As will become abundantly clear pretty quickly, I'm no expert in this field, I'm a wastie, and so keen to make connections with other wasties who want to try and make their lives a little bit easier. So a big theme of this conference is being like industry saying to government, you should be doing X, Y, and Z, and government saying to industry, you should be doing X, Y, and Z. So it seems that we're a bit time poor and under-resourced. So maybe if we sort out a few of our information management needs, it might free up a little bit of time to be doing X, Y, and Z. Inspired by a recent survey published by the International Solid Waste Association, I wanted to ask the questions: what is the 4th Industrial Revolution? What does it mean for the Australian waste industry? And how do we prepare for this change? Trusting the experts, Klaus Schwab from the World Economic Forum suggests that previous industrial revolutions liberated humankind from animal power, made mass production possible, and brought digital capabilities to billions of people. The 4th Industrial Revolution is, however, fundamentally different. It's characterised by a range of new technologies that are fusing the physical, digital, and biological worlds, impacting all disciplines, economies, and industries, and even challenging ideas about what it means to be human. So Klaus and his chosen people at the World Economic Forum have this 4th Industrial Revolution network for global technology governance. So it's pretty trendy. Thumbing through their glossy brochures, I found that beyond sort of striking power poses in trendy t-shirts saying "do tank," they're actually like facilitating collaboration between public and private sector in delivering several interesting portfolios, and I've sort of picked out some that might be relevant to our industry. So artificial intelligence and machine learning. It's the simulation of human intelligence in computer systems, learning, reasoning, self-correction. Autonomous and urban mobilities, which will improve safety, decrease pollution over time. Digital trade, encompassing digitally enabled transactions of goods and services that can either be physically or digitally delivered. Drones and tomorrow's airspace, democratizing the sky, and I think we're all pretty aware of what a great assets that's been to the waste industry. Internet of Things, robotics, and smart cities, so connected devices. And of course, data policy, protecting the rights of individuals and organisations. What does this mean for the Australian waste industry? So I've got a bit of a survey out. It's a work in progress. I want to get a sense of, one part diagnosing the information management needs, another part assessing appetite for digitisation, and then thirdly, looking more broadly at technologies that could benefit our industry, so more automation and sensor technology. So what is driving the need for digitisation in the Australian waste industry? It's potentially insufficient evidence for evidence-based decisions. Surveying the people who participated, only about 60% of people thought they had sufficient information to make evidence-based decisions. I also asked them probing questions about combining operational, quantitative, financial data to see how they were pulling that together and see how easily retrievable it was. And there was a lot of really fundamental things that people couldn't easily retrieve. And then also asking them about data related to the recent past or real time to see what technologies they're employing and how they're analysing it. So yeah, some pretty fundamental things were missing. Actual landfill disposal costs, including amortising future costs, dollars per tonne. Environmental monitoring data in real time. Weight of a particular customer's bin. So yeah, stuff that customers and managers need. So for most people, data was available in less than a week. Only about 30% could provide information in real time. On average, data retrieval involved 5 people. Most people are using data management systems, but some are still using Excel workbooks and paper-based systems. Data management was mostly undertaken internally, and as I said before, only about 60% of people thought they had enough information to make evidence-based decisions, and it was largely industry who participated in it. So, it might be different results for local government, state government. So there's a need for an integration of this financial, operational, and environmental data across business lines. What are some of the new data collection and analysis tools our industry is interested in? They like the idea of drones, already using it for real-time landfill airspace consumption data, advanced sensors, GPS, mobile apps, Internet of Things, which is small Wi-Fi connected devices or sensors for real-time monitoring and analytics, digital platforms. So these questions are mostly targeted at people who run facilities, but I think, from a consultant's perspective, I think we need to also be reviewing how we present information. And we've been doing reports for so long. I think there's going to be more and more information presented in graphical ways, in online formats. Maybe one day we won't be communicating things through reports at all. And also, opportunity for government has kind of been a theme throughout it. We're resource strapped. We've got a lot of important things to do and a lot of great people, but not enough time to be able to attend to all of them. So a lot of these you'll recognise, but maybe some of them might need a bit of explaining. So one of them, Neapoli, is cool in this picture. It's an app for citizens to report issues and track them until they're resolved. So it's connecting citizens and their council, which is cool. We've also got a CSIRO solar-powered wireless sensor network, which is collecting data on temperature, soil moisture content, water quality, humidity, solar energy levels. For digital platforms, something Arcadis has participated in is in the Netherlands. They've got this great digital platform for citizens and government, which has got a huge amount of data on the site history of practically everywhere in the Netherlands, for 200 years. So you can look up, what's everything that's happened on that site. It's a huge expense to put together, but it also has recent environmental monitoring data on that as well. So cool things people are doing internationally. Some other emerging technologies that could yield a positive return on investment. So people were interested in driverless cars, drones for more kind of operational purposes, Internet of Things, mobile apps. For instance, Arcadis has used mobile apps for collecting data on tire stewardship audits, and it allows you to save money for your clients as well. So in adopting these new technologies, we can return those savings onto our clients. Chatbots, a lot of people thought that chatbots are going to be provide a real role for education and responding to customers' queries. So how do we prepare for change, and what are the risks in being a late adopter? So Uber is a good example. So Uber was considered a disruptive technology, utilizing real-time vehicle data to offer an alternate service to market. But it reduced the value of taxi licenses from 500,000 to 50,000. So I guess we've got to think about, what's the risk to our industry if somebody swoops in and erodes our market share because we're not moving with the times. So I guess an example of this is Rubicon in the States. They're trying to provide more customized rates to their customers to save them funds. So it's a kind of quite a different pricing model. And also they're offering services of having their truck as a roving data center. So, having sensors and taking pictures of blocked drains, and imagine you could do like litter counts or something along the street as you're collecting the bins. So a lot of interesting things for our industry to think about. So what, if any, are the barriers your business faces in adopting emerging technology? So cost was a big barrier. Operations risk, impact on workers. So I think a fear about robots replacing jobs. And also, impact on customers, other. So people selected other, and they talked about not having the time to investigate and implement, internal capacity of staff, not able to work on this new opportunities, and also lags in government decision making. I think it's a big challenge. We're resource strapped, but I think we found a few years ago that waste facilities, I think between 2014 and 2017, was taking like 2 years in New South Wales to get approval for a new waste infrastructure. So anyway, what does this boil down to? How do we create the right environment for change? We need to be offering services at a competitive rate to existing technology, or that offer cost savings. The technology needs to be tried and tested, and there needs to be a collaboration with the regulators as well in delivering this new technology to market. It needs to present a benefit to workers and customers, and governments need to anticipate these emerging technology needs or respond quickly. We also asked what's going to make you invest, like ranking these things in terms of what's going to make you invest. The top ranked design requirement was improved safety for staff, followed by improved service offering to market and commercial performance, and then environmental performance was the lowest ranked. If you're a developer, sort of take note that people really they're more likely to spend money on something that's going to protect their workers. So in summary, thanks for indulging me in this thought bubble. I hope to see the conversation continue with regulators and industry in delivering new technology. Thank you.